Tricia Whitaker is a Rays reporter. You can watch Tricia, Dwayne Stats, and Brian Anderson regularly covering the games on Bally Sports. By the way, I grew up in Houston when Dwayne Stats was the Astros TV play-by-play guy. So he's been.
Does he still have the same mustache that
yes,
he did then?
Yes, he still does.
There you go. That's Dwayne for you.
And he looks practically the same.
He's the best.
Shane McClanahan is getting the start tonight. Where do we start with him about how good he's been for the Rays?
We start with the fact that he's been so dominant for this team. He leads MLB in strikeouts for a reason, right? I thought Kevin Kiermaier put it really well the other day when he said, when Sugar Shane is on the mound, that's must-see television, right? And Kevin Cash said right now he's just in an elite category. He said when you have that stuff and that command, that is why he is here. He said for 2 months of the season, everything he's been doing is pretty special. And today, I don't think you can get much better than Shane McClanahan and Nestor Cortez going head-to-head. That's going to be a fantastic matchup at Yankee Stadium. And you look at the numbers right there, and that tells you all you need to know. As we like to say, the numbers don't lie, and especially not with Sugar Shane. He's intense on start day, but that's kind of what pushes him over the edge. So I expect to see an intense version of Shane McClanahan tonight.
What about on the days he's not pitching? What kind of guy is he?
He's fun. He's great.
Yeah.
He's the life of the clubhouse. He loves everybody in there. He's fun. He's awesome, but he's kind of like Tyler Glasnow a little bit. Glasnow, goofy guy when he's not starting. On the day he starts,
different story.
Locked in.
All right, no one's going to feel sorry for teams that got guys hurt, but the Rays have a ton of guys, core guys, that are banged up, and I know you want to talk about them. Especially, we were saying, Brandon Lowe.
Where's he been?
You forget.
Yeah.
Well, I'm giving you permission to feel sorry for the Rays, right?
Okay.
I'm giving you permission because look at that list. How could you not feel sorry for them when you look at that list? Wander Franco and Brandon Lowe, two of their best hitters on the IL right now. That has been a killer to their offense. Mike Zunino got an MRI yesterday. We should know more today about the prognosis there. And then Luis Patino, one of their starters. And look at those three bullpen guys. Those are the three high leverage guys in the bullpen that Kevin Cash is turning to. Andrew Kittredge not going to be back this season. JP Feyereisen and Nick Anderson, they are working their way back. Another guy not on that list is Pete Fairbanks. Then you got Brendan McKay. All right, let me take a big breath. Yes, there we go, right?
You
should feel bad. You should feel bad because that's tough, especially with Wander Franco. You saw what he did last season. The man just gets on base, right? That on-base streak was historic, and we love to see it. Right now, he's doing some agility drills. Kevin Cash said that he does feel good. He's continuing to check those boxes, and one of the things that they're holding on to, guys, is that he's so young. He's 21 years old. So they're sitting here thinking, all right, we're hoping that he could bounce back quickly, but I'm not sure that you should really expect him back earlier than the end of the month. When he does come back, I think you're going to see the Rays offense start to look like themselves again.
There's a lot of characteristics of this franchise over the last several seasons. D-Row likes to say they work in the margins, and they do it well. They're also fundamentally sound. But defensively, that has not been the case. And we saw that creep its ugly head last night in the loss to the Yankees.
You just showed it in the highlights there. 2 unearned runs last night, a couple of very uncharacteristic errors, first by Manuel Margot and then Randy Arozarena. But you're exactly right. This team, right there, it still hurts to watch it. And then this throw by Randy Arozarena, he just kind of airmailed it. And Corey Kluber did say, he said, if I'm in the right spot there, that might not have happened, but it was still not a good throw by Randy Arozarena. And like you said, that's so uncharacteristic. This team boasts some elite defenders, right?
You got Taylor Walls' first play of the game last night.
Exactly. You got Taylor Walls, and it was a fantastic play. But then from there, it kind of went all downhill, right? Yeah. You got guys like Kevin Kiermaier, don't test his arm, right? Wander Franco, I know he's on the IL, but that is their bread and butter. And right now, 40 unearned runs for the Rays.
Yeah.
That you hear that and you're like, what? That can't possibly be true. But unfortunately, it is. However, if they get back to playing the elite defense and the caliber that they know that they can play at, they're going to be fine because it's not a lack of talent. It's not a lack of ability. Right now, it's simply a lack of execution. But when they get it going, they're going to click.
Only the White Sox have given up more unearned runs than the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, we should mention about Tricia that she's avid on social media.
Where's this going? I don't know.
She is a voracious poster.
No,
she is also deathly afraid of snakes.
I cannot get away from this. You guys, this was 2019. Oh my
God, look over your shoulder.
No, that's not, okay. That's not cool. This was horrifying. I'm not over this.
Oh,
if you
man.
looked to your left and you saw that thing sitting there, you would have the same reaction I did. And I'll never trust Orestes.
Did you have a bad
again.
experience with a snake, or?
Do you have to have a bad experience with a python
I
to
saw
not
you
like
shake.
pythons?
I saw you shake the water cooler the other night too.
Yeah, you've got.
They were coming for the douse.
See that step back? Yeah.
That's right.
A free agent over
She
here.
has developed many
Sign me up
skills.
if an NFL team needs a cornerback or anything.
Hey,
Here
the
I am.
Bucks, you never know.
Well, it's only because G-Man Choi comes after me with that Gatorade bucket every time, and he's gotten me, like, literally drenched me a couple times. So I learned.
You've learned
I
your
learned.
lesson.